Hello, welcome to the EagleSix test video. Today we're going to be testing this TM MK46, which came in for repair. So the main issue with this particular one was that quite a lot of the bolts were loose on there, so much so that there was some movement on a rear support for the recoil weight system, and that movement has obviously sort of damaged that. So we've luckily, it doesn't too much effect, if you know what I mean, how it all goes back together. A lot of the screws were sort of sheared off, so we've managed to get the broken threads out of the lower receiver and put new screws in there, and we feel pretty confident in that. As long as those screws remain not loose, the support is held in its correct position, which then holds the recoil weight in its position, and everything should be good and stuff. So we're obviously advising, well, any owner of these, if you know what I mean, to keep an eye on all the screws and make sure they don't work, because obviously there's a lot of vibrations on this as it wobbles. But otherwise, upgrades wise, yes, one of the bushings was worn, this is about 30k rounds, I think the customer said, that he shot with it. So it's worth bearing that in mind if you've got one of these and you start to get between sort of 30 and 50k rounds, that the bushing was worn on this particular one, and so it might be worth obviously getting the gun booked in for whoever your gun tech is for upgraded bushings. So we've installed the RetroArms metal bushings in there. They're the ones we're using, so the only ones on the market at the moment. The EagleSix M90 MK46 spring, so that gets around about 120. Then we put two of the spacers. We do a small spacer pack, 3D printed ones, so we fit 3 of those, and that's bumped it up to sort of around about 350. Then we put some hop on, that's brought it down to about sort of 320 on 2s and 250 on 3s. That's with hop set, going out to about 65 meters, so it is, getting a decent range, in terms of that. So obviously FPS isn't everything, though. In future there is potential for even going, potentially bigger, on that spring, depending on, if we bring out stronger springs. So that's but yeah, it was going well, good speed to target, and obviously we hope you see that improvement. We did fit the Nineball AEP Hop Rubber, so the purple one, inside the barrel, and we've done a small flat nub, sort of just a custom one. Some people call them M nubs, but basically it's just where you simply cut your own, sort of rubber nub to go in there, and that obviously has allowed this sort of flat press against the rubber. So just to basically give just a little bit more lift, so when you get to sort of that max hop setting, it's now sort of over hopping 3s. I know it's a support gun, and I know a lot of people tend to use 2s and 2.5s on these, but it's fairly laboured. It's not going to be that high rate of fire. We're really sort of trying to cater these products more towards that sort of accurate burst, and try and bring in the groupings, because we think it'd be good, so obviously more accuracy, more range, usually it's never a problem. So and that's pretty much it, really. Obviously rebuilt, a lot of Loctite got in there, and then we're hopefully we're all good. So we'll just sort of demo it working, maybe. There we go, so all tested, all working, and hopefully obviously you enjoy it. Any problems, let me know. But otherwise, be good to see it back out in the field. Excellent, thank you.